So, this Cleefort hate is absolutely amazing in the community. I haven't seen this much of a helmet joke since Boojins, and people are really disgruntled with the deck. Um, Actually, a lot of players are questioning why I believed that Cleefort was the most skill-based deck. And I'm only saying that because in terms of the deck construction, your tech choices in that build, I definitely would say are a lot more important as opposed to pretty much every other deck. I would definitely say when building Necros, you have a lot more of, your staple cards as opposed to, Satella Knights and general things like that. In the construction of Klee, you're probably going to be playing, 16 traps. You can do a lot of techie one-ofs, a lot of things like that. And it's one of the things I found very interesting about Cleefort, pretty much in terms of the construction, is you do have your staple monster lineup, but the deck becomes much techier um, as you go further into the build. Now, why does deck construction equate to skill? When you're building your pile of cards into your deck, you typically question a lot of your choices. You're like, how will this affect me in this matchup? Will tuning be good? And will I ever go into Ruinize? Or will Lightning Rod Lord be a good side deck card? It's really things like this that, for example purposes kind of make sense. When you're making your card choices, though, you typically want to make sure you have multi-purpose cards, which I've stressed a lot in my videos, especially with Cleefort. Um, you know, I don't know. I think I value the deck construction process of that particular deck in general just a little bit higher than most people want to value it, because everyone just sees the deck as a generic pay 100 life points, get a free card. And I think that is true. Don't get me wrong. But just because you have a consistent monster engine doesn't make the deck any better. It definitely helps, but your meta engine in the deck to make sure that you can win the game is what really helps. And being able to constantly spam out a wall of monsters to protect yourself definitely helps. Now, once again, though, when you're thinking about tech choices, like obviously you're going to play Lose Turn, you're going to play Vanity's Emptiness, Skill Drain, one Recluse for it, but these builds that are playing excessive trap counts, like how are you valuing the cards you're picking? We don't have the most spectacular drop board on the planet. We also don't have the most spectacular spell board on the planet. But I definitely think because Klee have one of the most consistent engines in the current game to spam out that so-called wall of monsters, valuing the deck construction process to make sure that you can execute strategies and probably, in your high points of the game as very important. Now, the reason why the deck is referred to as Boojins 2.0 or the helmet deck of the format is because you strap on your helmet, you go to town, pay 800 life points, and you just start your deck engine. And people really disregard and hate that matter. And they're like, oh, the deck is for the special children. And it's kind of insulting. But, it's just how the community tends to react to these things. So I value the deck for its construction is very skilled. Execution of your one-ofs and your so-called wall as you're playing, it kind of pieces itself together. See it as a giant puzzle, putting this card here, this card here, and oh shit, I top-decked my tuning, it's literally a puzzle you're putting together, making sure that you can, disrupt your opponent's strategy. Deck seems very good as an anti-meta deck, and I think a lot of players have kind of caught on to that as well, that the deck is very anti-meta-esque. A lot of the deck that can just projectile its own wall and just really anger your opponent with shit like Lose a Turn and Skill Drain and shit like that. It's definitely the perfect example of anti-meta. And definitely looking back at the 150th, I definitely say it is. So, guys, leave a comment down below. I know a lot of you aren't really going to strongly agree with what I've said in this video. I definitely want to hear both sides of the story. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys are thinking, and I am out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up this video to show your support, and please check out VanCole40 for Cardfight Vanguard, MCole Games for miscellaneous trading card games, and No Limit Gaming for a brand new series of Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Thanks for watching.